Welcome to MMA Daily. Here we bring you the latest and most exciting news from the world of mixed martial arts. If you love MMA, make sure to like our videos and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the thrilling updates. Get ready for some interesting news today. Starting off, boxing legend Tyson Fury gives his honest opinion on fighter pay. Moving on, Charles Oliveira puts first win over Michael Chandler in the past ahead of UFC 309 rematch. Lastly, Jon Jones sends warning to Stipe Miocic for unnecessary comments ahead of UFC 309. Heavyweight boxing legend Tyson Fury has given his thoughts on fighter pay and just how important it is. If anyone knows what it feels like to work your way up to the top of the mountain, it's Tyson Fury. In the eyes of many, Tyson Fury is one of the best heavyweight boxers to ever compete in the sport. In equal measure, he's a pretty controversial figure, but he's also a superstar. Over the years, he has been able to earn a great deal of money through some showcase bouts. It may not have been easy, but he's built quite the career and legacy for himself in professional boxing. In MMA, as we know, the purses don't tend to be quite as lucrative from top to bottom. In a recent podcast appearance alongside Kamaru Usman and Henry Cejudo, Fury opened up on the issue of fighter pay. "I'm all for fighters getting paid as much as possible because I know how hard this game is, the fight game. Getting knocked about year in, year out for little amounts of money, and you feel like you're not going anywhere, you're not doing anything. All of a sudden, you might get a breakthrough and it's for peanuts. I know how difficult it is doing tough fights for no money. Been there, done it 1,000 times. So I'm all for the fighters making of money, as much as they can. You want the easiest fights possible for the largest amount of money. Anyone who says they want the most difficult fights possible for the least amount of money is a liar." Jon Jones has sent a warning shot to Stipe Miocic after recent comments he made ahead of their clash at UFC 309. This weekend, Jon Jones will make his long-awaited return to the octagon. In doing so, he will defend his UFC heavyweight championship against Stipe Miocic. As you can probably imagine, all eyes are on Jon Jones to see whether or not he can still thrive at the elite level. In equal measure, though, they want to see if he shows enough signs to prove he can compete with the likes of Tom Aspinall, the interim champion. Unfortunately, with so much attention being on Jones, a lot of fans and pundits have decided to write off the chances of Stipe Miocic. During the UFC 309 countdown show, Stipe had a short message for Jones: "Bring it on, b***." It's safe to say that Jones wasn't a fan of that. "Hiring black fighters to mimic me will not help you, Stipe Miocic. And you shouldn't have called me a bitch. The disrespect wasn't necessary. Let's play." There's a great deal on the line here for both men. So, if a remark like this is enough to get Jon Jones so worked up, you'd have to think it'll play to his advantage. He'll want to use everything he can in order to get through the heavyweight GOAT. And on the flip side, Stipe Miocic wants to show why people need to stop underestimating him. Charles Oliveira won't be resting on his laurels ahead of his rematch with Michael Chandler. Oliveira and Chandler will mix it up a second time in the co-main event of UFC 309. The matchup will emanate from Madison Square Garden in New York City on November 16th. Back in May 2021, Oliveira scored a second-round TKO win over Chandler to capture the UFC lightweight championship. Charles Oliveira knows that he'd be taking a risk if he doesn't give Michael Chandler some different looks on Saturday night. During an interview, Charles Oliveira said he plans on showing up a better fighter than he was back in 2021. "Listen, we train all the time. We try to get ready. I want to be ready, but our idea is to be better. It doesn't matter what we did before. We are going to be better than the last time. That's what I do. That's what I train for. And no matter what happens, I want to have my hand raised on Saturday. I don't know what to expect from him. I know that he's a tough guy, but I'm ready for him." Oliveira is hoping to get another title fight in the near future. He had a speed bump in his loss to Arman Tsarukyan back in April. A win over Chandler might earn him a shot at the winner of Islam Makhachev versus Tsarukyan. As for Chandler, he's looking to prove the time he spent waiting on a Conor McGregor fight hasn't hindered his ability to perform. Fight fans won't have to wait much longer to find out who emerges victorious in the rematch. Thanks for watching MMA Daily. We hope you enjoyed the latest updates from the world of mixed martial arts. If you did, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more exciting content. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned for more MMA action.